Yesterday we celebrated the feast of the exaltation of the Holy Cross, and today we celebrate and remember our sorrowful lady. It's very connected. 1239, I think Pope Leo XIII only put this day, this September 15th. The devotion to the sorrowful lady started 13th century. Saint Bridget of Sweden, and she founded a community, the Seven Sorrows of our Blessed Mother. In any case, we know that when Jesus came and born from the very beginning, he knew that he came on earth to die. We all came to born to live, but whereas Jesus born to die. And from the very moment angel appeared to our Blessed Mother, Luke 1:26-30, she knew that what she was undertaking, the moment she said, "Yes, here I am, let it be done according to thy word." And ever since that journey started, her life was not paved with roses, like all our journey. At the same time, it was not just full of sorrow in her life. There was joy. There was love. The beautiful words of Saint Francis of Assisi: love is not loved. The true love is making love loved. That's our case. But here, with the relationship with Jesus and Mary, love is loved. 1 John 4:7-8, God is love, Jesus is love. And there were joys, moment of joys, full of love. So we call the perfect example of a ideal family, holy family. But at the same time, sorrows were there. From the very beginning, we see that the moment Jesus' birth, Luke chapter 2, 1-5, there were no place. And just imagine the sorrows she was going through. Not only Mother Mary, even Saint Joseph. And after that, in Luke chapter 2, 33-35, there we see Simon coming and saying, first of all, Simon was very happy to see Jesus. And after that, Simon said to our Blessed Mother and said, a sword will pierce your soul. As a moment, and maybe, this little girl might have thinking like, what is going to happen? And what's the meaning? She didn't know anything about it. And after that, they had to flee from going to Egypt because Herod wants to kill Jesus. And after that, coming back and losing the child in Jerusalem. Just imagine, for a mother, it's very difficult. It's a very sorrowful thing. And again, that sorrow is not ended. And after that, she is seeing Jesus on the way to Calvary. And every time, during the time of Easter, we say the way of the cross. The fourth station, at the fourth station, it's very moving. Jesus is meeting his mother. And seeing each other, looking at each other's eyes, it's very important. Looking. So there's some studies says our real identity comes the moment a child looks the first time look at the eyes of her or his mother's eyes. This is some pairing. Everyone is familiar with pairing. New Apple Watch can pair with the different, many, that real pairing, the moment a child looks at the mother's eyes, something is happening. And that one look is enough. And I know that. Like, there were times I was going through a lot of difficulties, and I tried my best to hide from my mother. But I don't know what technology is working, but she knew her. And she used to call even, like, wherever I am in the world, like, what's going on with you? You okay? Or maybe just looking at her eyes, she knows everything. Already that thing happened. So here, Jesus is looking. His mother's eyes. And mother knew there's a divine son. And mother knew the mission. And mother knew that she is the mother, also she is the daughter. So she knew everything. So that moment is very painful for a mother. Then standing that today's gospel, the foot of the cross, Gospel of John chapter 19, 25 to 27. It's a very pivotal, very important moment. And that moment is something special happened. Look at Jesus' life. He gave everything. Everything. Even his clock, they just took. And at the end, on the cross, with full of suffering, tears and blood and water, everything was coming. As only one precious thing was there. The most precious thing, the most beautiful thing he was owning, that was his mother. And he kept that best gift for the last moment. And St. John was not standing accidentally. It was not a coincidence. But St. John was there for all of us. And Jesus said, Mother, here is your son. He was not saying, Mother, John is my friend, my disciple, I love him. But straight, maybe too much words was so difficult for Jesus. To the point, Jesus said, Mother, here is your son. Son, here is your mother. Till that moment, this Mary was just the mother of Jesus. But that moment, she became the mother of the universal mother. And she became the mother of all. And that's the moment. That's what we heard today. And after that, taking the body down from the crucifix, look at, and burying Jesus. And all this are like a different areas of the sorrows, difficulties she had gone through. In a way, she became a co-redeemer. And we all have that co-redemptive mission. St. Paul said in Colossians 1:25, and the sufferings, if there is any sufferings remaining for the salvation, and I am also becoming part of it. So as we are celebrating this beautiful, beautiful feast, I have a great love for this feast, because in my home, there was a beautiful picture of Our Lady of Sorrows. Then sometimes I just look, hey, why you are looking at me? And I used to turn my face and sleep. That was at the age of around 15, 16. So you look at that. But today, I'm very happy to become part of this and offering this Mass to celebrate this feast, or remembering Our Lady's sorrows. There is a pain for all of us, and she's praying for us. And we also have our own sorrows. But don't forget, we have our joys also. We have to fulfill the mission the Lord has entrusted all of us to do with joy, with love. Where there is love, there is pain. Where there is pain, there is love. We should never forget that.